Hey guys, I'm sitting here trying to recover from being sick, and I wanted to come in because I noticed yesterday, and I want to say thank you for this, that my YouTube channel, especially my videos on fixed income and retirement, for some reason just shot through the roof, and I started getting a lot of new subscribers, and I want to say thank you, how much I appreciate that, and I wanted to share one of my top tips that my stepmother showed me back when I was younger, and I had a situation, and I'm going to tell you what that was. So, I was one of these people that was, I was just believed if I could work, I had a day job, I would go to work 4 nights a week at a restaurant and on weekends. And it wasn't because I was trying to do anything special. I just liked having money. I had a new car, I had a nice apartment. I was able to buy the things I want. And that's just how I thought you lived. I was able to make my payments. I had credit cards and a car. I was 19, 20. And that year, I had a great job. My bosses decided to get a divorce and close the company. I had a wreck within the same month. I was married young and we got divorced. And then within a year, I met someone else and got pregnant. And life just hit the fan. Hit the fan. And I lost my job. I couldn't pay my bills. I was injured pretty bad in a wreck. So, excuse me for the breathing. I've got some bronchitis going on. And so, long story short, I moved in with my parents, divorced, moved in with my parents, and my stepmother showed me basic budgeting on paper. This was before computers or anything like this. This was back around 1990. And what we did, and I recommend this today, and the first opposition I get to this is always there's not enough money to do this. This is one of those things, even if you're in the negative, you must do this. And it's very simple. And when I met my husband, I'm married to now, he was 53. I did this for him, and he said it was one of the most impactful things that he did. I said, I want you to list down all your bills and anything else that you think you may buy every month. From groceries, for him it was horse feed, running money for his daughter. At the time we were both single parents. Write down all your bills. And if you're not sure, look at your checking statement and your credit, if you have credit cards, and get some idea of what you're spending every month. So you know your fixed bills, you know your rent, your utilities to some extent, if you have a car payment, write down everything that you have and try to see where you can cut. Also, write down your income. Now, a lot of you right now may have not an average income. Some of you watching this have lost your job. Some are on unemployment. It doesn't matter. Write down what you're making now. Write down what you made last month or what you expect to make this month. And then one area where I also get a lot of resistance is people don't think to call their creditors. So if you're behind on rent, call your landlord and talk to them and tell them. You never know. And this is something I learned early on because I had nobody to bail me out. Yes, my parents let me live with them, but they weren't giving me money. I knew that. So if I didn't have money to pay an electric bill, I called my creditor. There's also, I believe it's 211 you can dial for services if you need services, and they will direct you to where you can get help in your area. You can Google that if I'm wrong, but I think it's 211. There are some places, if you're really strapped, that can help you get ahead with maybe your rent or your utilities, but call your creditors and then go through and see what you can cut. If you have cable, obviously things like that you can cut. Even if they tell you you're going to owe money, it's probably just a couple of months. Cut out anything that is not necessary, subscriptions, cut back to a very low maintenance, unprocessed food diet. But the first thing you have to do is look at what's going out and what's coming in, and then call your creditors and see what you can work out with them. That is my main tip for people. It is probably the most helpful. You can often find hundreds of dollars that are going to waste. And then maybe try with me. In January, I'm doing a no spend, and I hope to get on here and talk about it a little bit more. But a no spend January where you just pay your bills, you pay what's necessary. And you guys, if there's not enough money right now coming in to pay everything and you're getting the $600 stimulus or whatever we end up getting, go ahead and buy the food, keep a roof over your head, but don't go out and spend it on crap you don't need or things you can't afford. Get ahead first. If you are getting a check and you don't need it, save it. Don't go out and blow it. If you want to blow a little bit of money, take a portion, get a little bit out. This is one thing I've been telling my kids. We have 6 grown kids. Because I've noticed that with some of them, they nickel and dime themselves to death. If you're going to spend money going to out to eat or picking up coffee or whatever, give yourself a budget. Don't use that debit card. Give yourself 20 bucks a week or whatever you can afford, 10 bucks, and that money is your coffee money, and when it's out, it's out. So I hope this has been helpful, but write down your expenses, write down your income, look where you can cut, call your creditors, work out a plan. You will feel better when you feel like you have taken control of your finances. Thanks for bearing with me with this very informal video, and I appreciate you so much. Bye-bye.